Hey y'all, how y'all doing? And welcome. So, I made a blog post about understanding stock splits forward and reverse. And one of the things that I said in there was that, and this is a little caveat, it's not uncommon to see share price of a company rise post split, then fall shortly after. This is not trading advice, just an observation. Well, I thought we should go and look at some previous companies that have split and how the price action was affected as a result of the split. So I'm on the 4 hour here. I have extended hours on. And one of the things you want to look at is like which way the market was moving when the split happened, because typically the market's going to keep going in that direction. It's not going to reverse an already uptrend or downtrend market. So here's Apple back in 2020 when they split. This is, I think, the last split Apple had. And as we can see, Apple was in an uptrend. And so right before the split, we'd hit some consolidation. And um split day, we popped out, we went up, and then we proceeded to come down. Now, that is in line with what I said, but that doesn't always happen. And that's why I said it is not uncommon to see this, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen all the time. So that's what happened with Apple. And it is common to see consolidation before a split. So that is common. So there's Apple. Let's go back and look at Tesla. So first thing I said we want to look at is which way the market was trending, and we were trending down at the time. Now let's get into here. We had an area of consolidation. This was split day. We went down, up, down, down, all around before we fell. But we were already in a downtrend. So, and we had already been consolidating since August 5th, and this split happened August 24th. Let me make sure. August 25th. That's because I did these on the day and then they kind of move a little bit when I drop down to the 4 hour. So we had already been in consolidation for a little while. So from the 5th through the 25th, so for 20 days roughly, and that's business days, not trading days, we had already been in consolidation. Overall, we were already in a downtrend. So where else was there to go? Down, because that's what we were already doing. The split is not going to change the direction that the stock is already going. So that was Tesla back in 2022. Here is Amazon. This one hurt. Amazon, they had some great moves. Not that they don't have great moves now, but they just had great moves for quite some time. So when Amazon split, this was back in June of 2022. And like I said, you will notice some type of consolidation around a split. We were already in a downtrend. So even if we had pulled back, we were looking for the stock to continue to fall at some point because we were already in a downtrend. We started consolidation June 1st. Here's split day, Monday, June 6th. Still in this consolidation until we broke out, which was June 9th. And then we went down and then we started to kind of come back up, went down some more. But overall, we were already in a downtrend. So expecting price to fall at some point was reasonable. And that's why saying knowing what where the trend is going to help you. So now we're going to go and look at Netflix. The last split it had was July of 2015. And as you can see, I don't know why this keeps changing. We were in an uptrend. So let's get into here and look. So we actually had a little bit of consolidation starting the 13th. We pulled back for a couple days. This was Wednesday. This happened Wednesday the 15th, we actually pushed out and went higher, but we were already in an uptrend. So I'm what I'm pointing out is the prevailing trend is always going to prevail. I mean, if we're up, we're probably going to continue up. If we're down, we're probably going to continue down. Now, in theory, this supports my it's not uncommon to see a stock go up and then pull back shortly after a split. But that's because this was already going up, and this is just the normal pullback in the price action. So even though I said that in there, I wanted to make sure I came and showed you guys what this looks like. Now, this is Netflix right now. So tomorrow is Monday, November 17th, and we're going to have our adjusted split. So just like before, we're going to pull back and look. We seem to be in a downtrend. There was a lot of consolidation right here, but we seem to be in a downtrend. These boxes are just areas of interest. Price can run up to here or down to here. So those are just areas of interest that I marked on the chart. But as for now, if everything holds true, we are in a downtrend. We've had some consolidation. We did break out. We're kind of in a little bit of consolidation right here as well. Let me move that. And we are pretty much waiting for price to, it could pull back up, but since we're in a downtrend, at some point it's probably going to go down, just like all the other ones, because the trend prevails. Unless for some odd reason, where we are right now is price going to reverse back up. So unless this downtrend is over with and this is the transition to back going back up, we should be continuing down, and it may take a couple of days. As you can see in other examples, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to all happen tomorrow on Monday. It can run up Monday, Tuesday, come back Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It can run up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So just depends on what the market wants to do. But if the prevailing trend is down and this is not a transitional stage where price is now going to start going up, we should expect more downside. So these are some levels of interest, depending on which way it wants to go, and we can see from there. Now, once again, this is not trading advice. I'm not telling you to trade the upside. I'm not telling you to trade the downside. I'm only telling you that after a split, the market will continue in the direction it was already going prior to the split. That's what the video is about. What you choose to trade is your business. Um, so that's what I want to show you guys. It's kind of sad. Netflix is going to split. I like stocks that are up there in the $1,000 plus range. We still have a few. I think BKNG is still in that price range. AutoZone, I don't know if they split. So you guys check those out. They may have split. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at them in a while. But we still do have some stocks that are up there in the $1,000 plus. Let's see here. Oh, BKNG is now $5,000 a share. And AutoZone is 3,800 a share. I know Chipotle finally split, so I can't think of any other ones that are above $1,000. But yeah, we've got some G's out there that ain't trying to split at all. So this is a little, like I said, tidbit to give you guys as far as what happens in a stock split. But go read the blog post. It will give you more detailed information if you're not familiar with the stock split. But this was just to show you examples of what they look like from various companies and what happened after the split. All right, you guys take care, and I will talk to you later.